going on, everyone? It's Jacqueline here from Nothing But Tech. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about what is on my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So I know a lot of you guys are wanting the review, and that is in the works. I'm just trying to use it extensively to give you guys my honest and thorough opinions. Until then, though, I wanted to kind of show you how I have it set up. I know a lot of people saw this picture on my social media of just me holding the phone, and everyone was like, what's that wallpaper? What's that icon pack? Let's see a setup video. I haven't done a what's on my Android video in a long time, so this should be a good one. I'm excited to show you what's on it. Let me know if you want to see another video about what's on my iPhone or what's on my computer. But yeah, let's dive right in. Throwing my screen up right here, and we're going to go for it. All right, so let's start out with a couple things that I did here. First question is going to be about the wallpaper. It's from Backdrops, and it's one of their featured wallpapers. So you could download that application. I'll also try to just link this wallpaper below if I can find a direct link to it. But it looks really clean, and it's really colorful. It pops. It looks nice. A lot of people seem to really love it. So I'll link that below if I can find it. If not, just download the app. And then I'm also using Nova Launcher and an icon pack. And the main reason for that is just out of the box. The icons are a little bit big on the S10, and I prefer a more stock look. The skin actually from Samsung this year is a lot better than past years, but I still kind of just like a more stock look. So I'm using Nova Launcher, and I'm using the Pixel icon pack, and I'm also using the dark theme in both the top section here and then also in the app drawer, so you can see it's darker. It's a little bit easier on the eyes. And then in terms of the applications, I'm kind of just going to run you through what I have on here. So let's do that. So first I have Newton, and that's a mail application. So you can see here you get a bunch of different features that you wouldn't get in other apps, like a tidy inbox or snooze, or you connect to other apps, send later. You have read receipts, and it's just a really awesome app. So they actually shut down for a while, but now they're back. So I'm now back to using that. I was initially using Spark Mail, which was pretty good, but just wasn't as nice as an interface or an as intuitive interface. So this is better. I prefer it. So I'm back to it. It's like $50 a year, but if you do what I do, where you need email like tons for your job, and it's important to see and have features like send later and stuff like that, it's essential. Next app is podcasts. So it's just like the Google podcasting app. I listen to tons of music, but when I'm driving or I have a little bit more time, maybe when I'm shooting B-roll or something and I don't just want to listen to music, I'll throw on a podcast. So the three that I listen to is Couples Therapy with Candace and Casey. That's a really good podcast. You get to see Casey kind of in a different light, and you get to see more of Candace, which is nice. They really just talk about like their marriage and like their lives and stuff, but they do it in a really well done manner. So I just like it a lot. I'd recommend it. The next one is The Daily, and this podcast is honestly amazing. Like they record it and it comes out every single day. It gives you a rundown of what you should know going on in the world, a story, and it has amazing sound design and a really good like plot and narration. It's a really good podcast. It's one of my favorites of all time. I would highly recommend it. Then That Creative Life by my good friend Sarah. That's really good as well. My favorite that she's done recently is her number 41 influencer marketing and direct-to-consumer brands. And she basically has two experts come in on this. I'm good friends with Nick in the episode. And they basically just discuss like kind of where social media is going and direct-to-consumer marketing. You learn a lot when you listen to her podcast, so I'd recommend it. They're longer. I tend to like a lot shorter podcasts, like 30 minutes and under. I don't have the time to listen to longer podcasts. Like when they're an hour or an hour plus, I really just don't have the time to dedicate to a podcast like that. I make an exception for Sarah, especially if I'm really interested in the episode, but I prefer definitely shorter podcasts. I know I'm in the minority with that. I just don't have a ton of time to dedicate to them in the same way that I do other things. After that, I have Fitbit. I've been using the Fitbit Versa for a long time. And this kind of tracks, so it's a cross-platform watch. I haven't worn it in a while, and you'll see that in a video that I'm making soon on why. But it tracks my sleep, my exercise, my calories burned. It's a good application. There's challenges on here, so you could do different things. They have guidance like a Fitbit coach, so you could do different fitness activities, like a 40-minute interval walking thing, and then you burn like 200 calories. It's nice, and it's guided. It makes you do it. There's a community tab on here, so you can like join other friends and stuff, and then you have your notifications, of course. So it's a good application, and it works well. I also love seeing my sleep. So they show you like sleep stages and stuff, which is really nice. So I haven't used, as I've already said, the Fitbit in a while, but it's nice to have it, and it works really well cross-platform. Next application is Boost, and it's a client for Reddit. I literally just got into Reddit like 2 weeks ago, and I'm really only using it maybe like once a week at the most, but I know a lot of people use it, and I also know it's a great way for more people to see your YouTube videos. There's also a lot of like news and trends and stuff that come out on there first that we then see on Twitter and Instagram. So I'm trying to get a little bit more into it. I'm still not the best at it, but going from there is an application that I literally like use and like need to survive with my work and stuff, and it's Google Keep Notes. Basically, I say this often, like I have like a never-ending to-do list. Like I knock one thing off and 2 more things get added, and this kind of helps me keep me sane and organized. So if you tell me to do something, it's going on the list, and if it doesn't, I'm probably gonna forget to do it. It also kind of keeps me organized on trips, like when I need to kind of remember what I need to take. So I can do a checklist of all my gear, and then I can remember, and it kind of just keeps me organized in that way. I put videos that I have to make on here, emails that I have to respond to, collabs if I'm doing any. It's just a good application for that, and it's simple, and it syncs across all my devices, which is really nice. Then I have Twitter, of course. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. This is where I interact a lot with like viewers and stuff. You can ask me questions on there, I'll respond. I'll post new videos when they come out. I will post like just reactions to tech news, like this post made by Ben, who says that the fingerprint sensor in the S10 is a little off center. And I respond to people. I post previews to videos as well. So now you know a video is coming out that is 12 minutes. Yeah, so it's just a really cool thing. I also post like more so life updates as well of kind of what I'm doing. So it's interesting. I do polls, so you can kind of have a say in what videos I'm gonna do. Spotify is the next application. I listen to music all the time. If I'm editing, sometimes I have it on when I'm doing color grading. If I'm shooting B-roll, I have it on a lot. If I'm driving, I have it on a lot. If I'm doing homework, I have it on. I literally have music on for hours every day. It helps relax me. I like it. Some of the latest music that I've been listening to, I listen to a ton of different genres. Like the only genre that I really don't listen to a lot is rap. But I listen to like pop and R&B, and also I just watched the show Nashville, which is a country like based show with a lot of country music. So I've been listening to a little bit more country music as well. So kind of just a wide variety of music. It's not really genre specific. Some of the most recent songs I've been listening to: "Blue Ain't Your Color" by Keith Urban. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. "Grow Up," "Beside You." "Mr. Brightside" is a song that came out a long time ago, but I like it. It's good. So just a lot of different music on here, and it kind of changes like all the time. I have playlists for like almost every month, and then sometimes twice a month. I get sick of songs because I play them out like crazy. The next application is Send Anywhere. One of people's biggest gripes with switching to an Android phone, like people are like, I cannot do it from an iPhone, is that there's no AirDrop equivalent. So Send Anywhere is not that, but it's a pretty good option. So you can pick what you want to send, and then you just send it, and you send whoever it is the 6-digit key code, and they can just type that into sendanywhere.com or the app if they have it. And it's pretty fluid. It's not as good as AirDrop, but it's a nice second place option. Next application is YouTube, of course. They've been heavily recommending the Jonas Brothers new song. I guess they're back as a band now. And that video is just going viral, so you can see that on the recommended page, like the homepage, Instagram as well. So a lot of the apps that I use on here are social media, and that's because I'm doing that to like run my business. So like I respond to comments, I keep posted on how posts are doing and stuff like that. So you can see I also post a lot of stuff that isn't tech related on my Instagram. So if you want to see a more personal side of me, at MBT88YT, you should follow it. But I'll post like behind the scenes stuff, so cameras. So like this was before the video went up, and you could see which camera you liked better. I posted when I was at Samsung Unpacked to ask me questions about that you want to see about the phone. So you kind of get a behind the scenes look here. You get a behind the scenes look at all the events that I go to as well. And I also post different stories and stuff when I'm filming, so you kind of know that. But you can see a lot of events that I've posted on here that you wouldn't have been able to see if I didn't have it. Like a lot of this doesn't make it to the YouTube channel. And then I also do some Instagram live streams occasionally. We're almost at 10,000 followers on there, which is kind of crazy. Then at the bottom, we have messages, camera, Chrome, and Google. I tend to use Google a little bit more. And then the Play Store, because I'm constantly downloading applications to see what I can recommend to you. On this screen, I have the Today Calendar widget, and this will show me all of my events. A lot of them are hidden right now because I can't show them to you before they happen. But you can see that it really blends in nicely with the wallpaper. And it works. I actually found that from Marquez. He recommended it in a video, and it just works really well. So that's that. If you swipe up, I have more applications that just didn't make the home screen, so we'll run through those really fast. I'm going to try not to bore you here. Dark Sky, it's a good weather application. It's really precise. It will tell you, hey, you need an umbrella. I appreciate that. So never really give that a thought, but it will like give you the percentage of chance that you're going to need one. It's nice. And it has really location-specific weather tracking, which is also nice. Backdrops, that's where I got this wallpaper from. They have a ton of awesome wallpapers though, so you should definitely check them out if you're always looking for new wallpaper. Sometimes a wallpaper can really make your phone feel brand new. Obviously, this is a free version, so I get advertisements a lot on it, but it's nice and it works really well, and that's where my wallpaper came from. And I also just change my wallpaper all the time just to make my device feel new. And then from there, I also have a calculator app, calendar, pretty basic stuff. I'm not going to go through everything. Facebook, but I actually don't use that. I think it just came installed on this phone. And then we have gallery, which is like for photos and stuff. I rarely use this. I used this a ton like 6 years ago, and I just downloaded it again for like the nostalgia of it. I haven't really used it that much though. There's occasionally a funny post on there. I would say like 1 in every 100 is maybe funny, but then you end up seeing it on Twitter or Instagram, so I just have it. Lightroom, I made a full video about how I edit my photos, and the core part of that is Lightroom. If you want to see that, I'll leave a link below, but I do a lot of mobile editing because of that. My files, Netflix, I really rarely have any time for downtime like that, but when I do, Netflix is my go-to. I rarely watch cable television. Starbucks, I can get a coffee quickly and order it through my phone. I'm a little basic like that sometimes, rarely, but it does happen occasionally, and it's a convenient app, and I would really like if more stores had mobile applications like that where you could just order and run in and get your food or your drink or whatever it may be. Then I have Wally. This is another wallpaper application, and it's a much different array of wallpapers than backdrops, so I come here too if I want some other stuff. Both are really great wallpaper applications. These just look a little bit different, and they are both free applications as well, which is always nice. YouTube Studio, that's where I respond to comments, see analytics, so like I can see real-time views. For example, on the camera comparison video, it got like 50,000 views in like maybe 10 hours or something, and I was able to actually see it had 80,000 views, even though YouTube was only displaying 50. So it's kind of nice. You can keep real analytics and stuff like that. So that's mainly it. That's like really what's on my phone. If you want to see a video for my other devices, what's on my phone and those, I haven't done any what's on my phone videos in a while. So if you want to see that, leave a like on this video, leave a comment below. We're reversed in this video, so I'm going to be pointing over here. So subscribe right here, check another video right here. That feels so odd, but I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. A lot of other content on the way. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.